Hey, what's going on YouTube and YouTube subscribers and new listeners? You're watching KBTV where knowledge is born, and I'm King David. Today, I want to talk about climbing Jacob's ladder. Okay, I'm going to be reading some quotes and things out of the Bible. Now, this is basically a continuance of Chakras Part 2, Understanding the Temple, and Chakras in the Body. So watch both of those videos if you haven't watched them already, but this coincides and correlates with that. Now, the description of Jacob's ladder appears in Genesis. And Jacob went out from Beersheba and went toward Haran, and he dreamed, and behold, a ladder set up on the earth, and the top of it reached to heaven. And behold, the angels of God ascending and descending on it. Ascending and descending on it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and read from the book. And Jacob continued on his way out from Beersheba and kept going to Haran. In time, he came across a place and set about spending the night there because the sun had set. So he took one of the stones of the place and set it as his head supporter and lay down in that place. And he began to dream. And look, there was a ladder stationed upon the earth, and its top reaching up to the heavens. And look, there were God's angels ascending and descending on it. And look, there was Jehovah stationed above it. And he proceeded to say, I am Jehovah, the God of Abraham your father, and the God of Isaac. The land upon which you are lying, to you I am going to give it into you, into your seed. And your seed will certainly become like the dust particles of the earth, and you will certainly spread abroad to the west, and to the east, and to the north, and to the south. And by means of you, and by means of your seed, all the families of the ground will certainly bless themselves. And here I am with you, and I will keep you in all the way you are going, and I will return you to this ground. Because I am not going to leave you until I have actually done what I have spoken to you. Then Jacob awoke from his sleep and said, truly, Jehovah is in this place, and I myself did not know it. And he grew fearful and added, how fear-inspiring this place is. This is nothing else but the house of God, and this is the gate of the heavens. So Jacob got up early in the morning, and he took the stone that was there as his head supporter, and he set it up as a pillar and poured oil on the top of it. Okay? So let's go back a little bit, okay? Let's go back to where chapter 15. And I am with you. This is God. Remember, God is in the mind. And I will keep you in all the way you are going. And I will return you to this ground, to the earth. Your flesh will be returned to the earth. Okay? Your spirit will rise. And because I am not going to leave you until I have actually done what I have spoken to you. Okay? So all this is happening in a dream. Remember, he went to sleep on the rock. Okay? And all this he's dreaming about the angels ascending and descending. So remember that when you're reading the Bible, it's not to be taken literally. Okay? It's metaphorically speaking. All right? You have to decipher it. Okay? So all this is going on in his dream. So then Jacob awoke from his sleep and said, truly, Jehovah is in this place, and I myself did not know it. Okay? Remember I talked about in my last video, God is in the eye of horse, the eye of Ra. It's in your head. Okay? And when he woke up, he said, truly, this is where God is. For myself, I didn't even know it myself. How many of us don't know that? We too busy looking out of the worldly things and the material things, and we're not worried about what our ancestors' teachings and knowledge that we have lost, because we have lost our righteous mind. Okay? And he grew fearful and added how fear-inspiring this place is. This is nothing else but the house of God, and this is the gate of heavens. So Jacob got up early in the morning and took the stone that was there as his head supporter, and he set it up as a pillar and poured oil on top of it. Okay? Remember, there's oil up here, secreted. Okay? And it travels up and down the spine. This is your kundalini energy rising like a serpent. Okay? That's why Egyptians have serpents at the top at the top of the head where the third eye is when they're wearing the Egyptian hat. All right? So, moving on. We're going to move on. All right? I want to go to another scripture that I thought it was important. Okay? While we're reading the Bible. It's in Exodus chapter 33, verse 19 to 23. And we're going to read everything that first opens. Oh, wait a minute, y'all. I'm on the wrong one. Ooh. Okay. But he said, I myself shall cause all my goodness to pass before your face, and I will declare the name of Jehovah before you, and I will favor the one whom I may favor, and I will show mercy to the one to whom I may show mercy. And he added, you are not able to see my face, because no man may see me and yet live. And Jehovah said further, here is a place with me, and you must station yourself upon the rock. And it has to occur that while my glory is passing by, I must place you in a hole in the rock, and I must put my palm over you as a screen until I have passed by. After that, I must take my palm away, and you will indeed see my back, but my face may not be seen. Okay? Now, remember, this is metaphorically speaking, symbolic. So, to your third eye, okay? You have not seen the inside of your brain before, okay? This is what the inside of the brain looks like. That eye of Horus right there, okay? That's the sun. The sun traveling, taking the planets across the zodiac and the constellation of the stars. So, you know, God damn, you got to be fucking kidding me, man. All right, sorry about that. So, God is in the head. Okay, you never seen the inside of your brain before. Okay, and if you ever tried, I don't care if you was the best surgeon out there, okay, across the world surgeon, you are not going to be able to operate on your own head, open it up and see what God looks like. Okay, remember, God is in the head. That's the pineal gland. That's the eye of Horus and Ra. Okay, now moving on. I hurt my toe. All right, so what we need to do to get past the first ladder, because the first ladder has to do with the moon, okay, and that has to do with purification of negativity, okay, and correcting your faults. So you gotta correct your faults, learn from your mistakes, stay away from negative energy, okay? Purification of negative, all right? Because you're down in your root chakra. Now, on to the second letter, which will represent Mercury, okay? This will be, because Mercury is of the intellect, it's of the mind. That's what that planet represents, all right? And we'll learn that as we get into astrology later on. But for right now, this number one represents the moon in correcting your faults and purification of negativity. Two is the Mercury, which is training of the mind. Okay, because they have captured the mind. All right, go to the Willie Lynch letter in my video and watch that. So training of the mind due to certain circumstances and situations. All right, training the mind. All right, third one would be represent the sun. Okay, which is your solar plex. Remember your solar plex and the chakras, your stomach, your abdomen. This will represent the sun, and that would be the life giver, the life force, the internal growth. Okay, radiating light, energy force. Okay. All right, and the next one after that will be Mars. Okay, Mars represents competition, war. You know what I'm saying? But also motivation to do good things. It inspires too. Even though but it also gives fight. Fight. Fight for the better or fight for the worse. Okay. Now 5 represents Jupiter. Jupiter will be the spiritual slash material. Spiritual slash material. And this will have, this is where you would have the great intellect, all right, both worldly and divine knowledge at that point. Okay. The next step would be Saturn, which is number 6. All right. Excuse me. This is supposed to be actually. This is supposed to be Saturn. This represents great intellect. Okay, this is Jupiter, and then Saturn represents the spiritual slash material. All right, this when you get up here, you got no conflict with reality. You're truly rise, and you're of service to others. All right. And the last one will be cosmic energy. Okay. The stars, the heavens above, where man and woman will meet God in the kingdom. I am that I am. Where all is connected. Universal intelligence. This is Jacob's ladder of ascension and descension. Okay. Because when you descend down Jacob's ladder, you have to go through Saturn. Saturn rules the rings. Okay. And remember, like in Greek mythology, Jupiter is Zeus, I believe, and then Pluto is Hades. Before they named the planet Pluto, it was Hades. Okay. So when you climbing down Jacob's ladder, you lose your cosmic energy and your spirituality and your great intellect, okay? And you come down into your lower self. Remember, you have 4 minds. You have your cerebellum in the back, okay? You got the left and right hemisphere of the brains, and then you have the brain in your stomach. You ever heard people say, go with your gut? That's not just a saying. All right? So that's Jacob's ladder. And these are the things we go through in life. And you have to go through these cycles in order to reach the top. You can't just skip. But once you deal with your root chakra, where you're grounded, earth, survival, and correct your faults down here, and purification of negativity, because positive and negative energy. You do positive, you get positive back. You do negative, it's just gonna come back to you. And you wonder why you're still in the same place. So once you change that, better things will happen. So correcting your faults. And once you get to that, past that ladder, on that step, it opens up the rest. All right? And on that note, I hope y'all learned something. Peace be upon you. Until we meet again, te via luego, y tengo un buen día. Peace.